Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with the first episode in what's going to be a brand new playthrough of Crusader Kings 2. This time we're going to be doing the Winter King mod, which is set right around the aftermath of the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Focused particularly on the British Isles and the northern coast of Western Europe, and sort of focusing in on the Arthurian legend. Some of it is set before that. Some of it is set during his father's rule, and then some of it during his rule. And so we are going to be playing as King Arthur, Arthur Pendragon, to be specific. So let's jump into a single player game, and we're going to be playing the 496 AD scenario. Just to quickly go through them all, you have Old King Cole, which is 410 AD. So like around the fall of the Western Roman Empire, and then we have the Winter King, Enemy of God, and Excalibur. I believe Arthur is a child in this one. He is a lord in this one, but not king yet. In this one, he is the king of Britannia, which makes up a small part of Britain. And then you have the Bridge of Swords, which might be after his death. I'm not sure. I haven't tried that one yet. But we're going to do Excalibur 496, and we're going to play as King Arthur, High King Arthur Pendragon. And we are playing on 2.6.2. Last time around we were on 2.5.2. So slight upgrade here. I'll have to learn some of the new features and things, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm probably just going to leave this as is. I don't think we need to tweak it. Matrilineal marriages, historical rating, shattered retreat. That one's important to me. I don't like shattered retreat on. I like to be able to attack armies while they're fleeing. Supernatural events, we'll leave those on. Interfaith marriages are open. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're playing a Romano-British Brythonic High King. Okay. We have no special effects from our culture. We can hold castles, forts, and hospital holdings without penalties. Tribal holdings without penalties. We can build all of those things. And tribal government vassals are not included in the vassal limit. That's important. Let's see. We can have priests, blah, blah, blah. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay, so before we get started, we should probably do something like that. So we are the green faction here, Britannia. And our goal for this playthrough is going to be, at the very least, unite Britain under our rule. So we'll say basically like where this line is, everything south of that we're going to call Britain. This will be Scotland, and this will be Ireland. So potentially we could try to unite all three under our rule. But at the very least, we're going to go for this. And then on the map, we do have a little bit of continental Europe, mostly just northwestern France, and looks like Denmark, a little bit of Sweden and Norway. And then I guess this is like Belgium and the Netherlands. So not all of Europe. You can see that this map is somewhat small, but it's very focused. This particular map has much more detail in the British Isles than the default map does. So this will be probably the most like focused, the most intimate Crusader Kings playthrough that we've done so far. Usually the maps are very big and expansive. This one is tiny but very detailed. So we have King Arthur. We are married to High Queen Guinevere, as you might expect. We have three sons. We have Amar, who's, I believe, a bastard. Let's see. Yeah, bastard. Lohot, who is also a bastard. I don't know. Let's see. Apparently, our previous wife, we were never married to her. Okay. And then we have Prince Gwyd. That's gonna be a hard name to pronounce. Gwyder. I'm gonna go with Gwyder. Prince Gwyder of Britannia, who's our son and legitimate heir. He's also, let's see, 8 years old, quick, hardy, attractive, tall, And he's a Brythonic pagan and cynical. Okay, and so he's got a lot of potential. He's also our heir, so that's good. Um, is he our heir? No, our nephew is our heir. So we're going to try to make him our heir. Maybe he will be when he comes of age. And then we have siblings, Morgan or Morgana, as you might recognize her. And there's a few others as well. But the important ones are going to be Morgana and her son. Let's see. I thought she had a son. I guess not. I thought Mordred was her son, but I guess not. Interesting. I think he... No, okay. Well, High Lord Mordred, our half-brother, son of Uther Pendragon and Queen Isabel, or... Yeah, she was married to him, so she would be Queen Isabel. And then he had a son who is now the Lord of... Or I guess technically the King of Dumnonia. Some of these names are going to really throw me. Dumnonia, who is under our High Kingdom of Britannia. And we are in roughly like eastern Cornwall and then a bit of like Wessex, it looks like. So our first goal will probably be to take these guys over, to annex them, and then we'll probably focus on South Seax or Sussex, and then we have England, which is I think the precursor name to like England, and then Gwent. So we'll probably, as I said, go for these guys first, and then it looks like this is a small little lordship here, the vassal kingdom of the Belgae, something like that. So I think they're actually belonging to the Belgians. Where do the Belgians actually fall here? Most of this episode is just going to be us familiarizing ourselves with the map, because there's a couple things I'm going to need your guys' input on before we get started. But I don't know petty kingdom, so let's see if it says you don't have like a... Yeah, you don't have a lord or anything, so I don't know who your vassal kingdom of. I guess that could just be a particular title, like a vassal kingdom versus like a petty kingdom and so on. And we have all these other petty kingdoms here. So hopefully there's a lot of war between them and, you know, just all these small little kingdoms here fighting each other. That way we're not getting raided by the Danes constantly. I believe... No, that's not... Here it is. It's like Ripa here, but this is Reba, as you might recognize from like Expeditions Viking or any other Viking game that features the Danes. Usually Reba is the main city. I'm not sure why it's spelled differently here, but it really just depends on what language you're looking at these names in, generally. So I'm not sure what language it's spelled like that in, but generally you see it as R-I-B-E, so Reba. Oh, interesting. Is that the same faction as over here? No. Oh, it's spelled slightly different. Okay. Very similar name, though. This is like Angela Land or something. Angela Land. Where this is spelled a little bit different. Not really. They just, like, the E is here instead of over there. But that's... I forget what that's called. They use them in French. Is it a liaison? I know what that word means, but I can't remember if that's the correct name for it here. I think it might be a liaison where the letters are merged. And it makes a specific sound. Anyways, let's... I don't think we want to create any titles yet. Vassal inheritance warning. Let's see. You guys are all fairly young. That's interesting. Got a Numidian... A Hellenic Numidian prince, who's our friend. Okay. Seems a little bit out of place in Britannia, but if he's loyal to me and my friend, then yeah, we'll keep him around. Wrong type of holding. Oh, are we holding a town here? Yeah, we're gonna have to give that to somebody. Not a problem though. And then we need to choose an ambition. That's pretty straightforward. We only have one option, so it's even more straightforward than I thought. I guess we'll try to have a daughter. Also, we are currently British or Britonian or whatever the hell it was. Oh, Brythonic pagans. So we're polytheistic. Like Druidism, basically. So we have two options here. We can set our main goal or our main religious goal as trying to reform the religion and turn it into like an organized religion, or we can swap over to let's see, where is it? We should be able to change to Christianity, and we can do that right away. It would cost us a lot of piety though, and we would go into the negative. But that's something I want to hear from you guys on. Should we become Christians or should we try to reform? I'm just going to call it like British paganism. But let's see. Our neighbors, I think, for the most part, are going to be Anglo-Saxon. So they're going to be more like Germanic pagans. And so I think going for Christianity would be kind of interesting because that would give us different allies. Let's see. What about you? Okay, so you're the same religion as me now. Where is your capital? I think it's there. Yeah. He is Frankish. Okay, so they're polytheistic. This is well before like Charlemagne, so I'm not sure when they become Christian here. But obviously, I think in 800 is when Charlemagne. Forget my dates now. But Charlemagne, I think in like around 800 became, or essentially became the Holy Roman Emperor, which didn't please the Eastern Roman Empire too much, or the Byzantines. Anywho, I don't think I'm actually going to start the clock today because, again, I want your input on the religious stuff first. I guess we'll jump into our council now and make sure we have the right people in the right place. So 16 is the best that we can do there. He actually would be the best marshal, though. Do we recognize any of these names? Lanville, Morfans, Guinevere, Mordred. Let's see, for marshal... Yeah, honestly, he would be better there. But there's nobody really close for a chancellor. 12 is kind of a big drop-off there. Let's see, you have 9. She's got 32 diplomacy. Why is she my steward? Especially considering there are people who would be just as good. I think I'll make my sister my steward. I'm going to then put... Oh, I can't put Guinevere here. That sucks. Why can't I make Guinevere Chancellor? That's problematic. And then we have Mordred as our spy master. I guess I can make Guinevere my spy master. She's pretty good at that. I wish we could use her diplomacy, but it's not going to let me, so I'll make her a spy master instead. And then the Chancellor, that puts me in a tough spot because I wanted to move him out of there and make him my marshal. But I can't do that now. We don't have anybody to appoint as a seer. Well, damn. I guess we'll just leave it as is. But that really sucks that we can't use her as a chancellor. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to net ourselves a claim on Tamara or Din Tegel. Or we could go for the capital. Let's see. First of all, how many men can he muster? 730. I can call on 2,200, so that's an easy war to win. If we attack here, they shouldn't be much of a problem. Even if they both muster everything that they have, it's going to be less than 1,000. So I think it's probably smarter to go after the adjacent territories first, especially since there's a river here. This will give us a nice foothold to attack from. So we'll go ahead and do that. I wish I could go for the claim on the kingdom right away. I can't... Oh, I might be able to... No. He'll never accept it. But there is the option of offering vassalization. Oh, I have de jure claims. I don't even need to go after a claim there. So I can go for subjugation. What's the advantage of that versus like a de jure? I guess we would just get it faster because we'd have to do these individually, it looks like. Let's see. What am I missing here? What's that one? Is that this way? I don't see that province. Silent. Huh. I don't know where that is. It should be highlighted right now, shouldn't it? But it's not one of those four. And I don't see it. It's not any of these like border provinces here. But I guess we could just go for subjugation. Yeah, I don't see it in any of those. So what we could do is subjugate Kurnow, and that would be the entire thing. And let's see. We would become King Mark's liege, so he's not going to like me very much. But this would be the fastest way to do it. So I think we'll go for it. Interestingly enough, his heir is Mordred. So actually, we could potentially wait them out. He's 66. If he dies and Mordred inherits this, I'm pretty sure it would all fall under my kingdom. Because Mordred's my vassal. The thing, though, is I don't really want him to inherit more land because he's already pretty powerful, I think. Let's see. So he is the king of Dumnonia, which apparently is pretty large. Wow. So he has more vassals than I do, even. That's scary. So he can muster... I guess we can still call on more men than he can. But he's pretty powerful. We have to keep him on our side. Let's see. What can I do? I don't want to take him as a concubine. I'll pass on that. I was hoping there would be like a non-aggression pact or like an alliance or something. I guess I could give him an honorary title. Let's see. Dominus Convivi. Let's see. It's held by the Master Cook. Okay. Cupbearer, Food Taster, Warden of the Wilds. Master of Arms. Master of the Horse. Let's make him our Master of Horse. That'll make him like me a little bit more. And then if we have to, we'll throw some gold at him. But we got to keep him on our side. At least until we can maneuver to maybe have one of our heirs inherit this or our character inherit this. He doesn't have any children of his own. So who is this? Interesting. Why is that kid your heir of all people? I don't know. Like, what kind of... Will it tell me what sort of inheritance he has? I guess not. What about ours? Gavelkind, okay. Good old Gavelkind. Gonna probably want to wait... Or, excuse me, gonna probably want to move away from that. Let's see. I'm gonna nominate... him. Or can I not do that? Apparently I cannot. Or maybe I already did nominate him. Anyway, we're in a pretty tough spot here. And this is the only option. I don't have any other succession laws to choose from. I hope that's not always true, because being stuck with Gavelkind really sucks. Centralization might be a good idea to start working on. We'll probably try to get that passed. And then obligations for our vassals. Doesn't look like we can change any of that right now. Well, because we just tried to get one of these approved. Technology. Oh, I forgot about technology. It's been so long since I've played a mod where technology was a thing. Looks like it's not going to matter right now, though. Intrigue. Again, let me know what you guys think about Christianity. I'm kind of leaning toward going for it. But again, I want to know what you guys think. For now, let's have Morgaus start collecting taxes in the capital. Spy Master's not going to do anything yet. I'll have more fans train troops in the capital. And then the Chancellor, Landval, we're probably going to fabricate claims, but I don't know where yet. I would say probably here. That might be a good idea. Like one of these. Because we don't have any claims on them yet. But if we go to war with these guys, we don't need any claims. So let's actually do that now. We'll have you fabricate a claim on Venta. And I'll give this away to somebody. So the town of Dernovaria. Let's take a look at my court and see who I can give this to. More fans, the ugly. I could give it to you. Let's see. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Actually, who could I marry you to? Is there priestesses? A lot of priestesses. I think they're all priestesses, actually. She's not. She looks like it, though. She might be and just doesn't have the title. Yeah, those are all priestesses, so I don't think we're going to do that. Let's just grant you a landed title. The town. That takes him out of the marshal position, but we can just appoint him right back to it. Okay. And, like, what else can we do before we start the clock? This will be our primary focus, since this is like the only thing under my control. I can't believe he holds that whole area. Let's see. Polytheistic, Christian. Interesting. So these are all Christian lands, but I myself am not Christian. So I'm actually leaning heavier toward Christian now, because our land, like our kingdom, is already Christian kingdom. It's interesting that we're pagan. What else? What else? Culture-wise, this is Romano-British. This is Briton, Celtic. I guess technically this is Celtic as well. Over here, this is also Briton. Why are these two different colors? I guess because this is under, what is it, Romano-British rule, maybe? Let's take a look at, let's see, dynasties. This is all Pendragon. De jure kingdoms. Yeah, so we have the whole de jure kingdom of Domnonia, which for us is basically Britannia, because it's the exact same. Actually, we hold a little bit more than that. Looks like we also have this kingdom here. What about high kingdoms? That's interesting. So I guess for our main goal here, we'll go all the way up to this line then, rather than where I drew it before right there. We'll shoot for this, and we'll call this Scotland. But we are going to go for this eastern part too. What else do we have? I think that's pretty much it worth looking at. So we're the only urban. This is all tribal. Got it. And then this is like, what, 50-50? No, it's urban too. I'm not sure why this area keeps showing up different. Anyway, it gives us an idea of what we're dealing with here. But yeah, this guy has a lot of vassals, and I find that concerning. I guess we just need to gain more vassals outside of his control. That way, if he or whoever holds that title decides to rise up against us, we'll have more power to deal with them. So yeah, this guy will be our first target. The thing though is, again, his heir is King Mordred, so we have to figure out a way to make that not the case. I mean, better that it fall to somebody outside of our current like kingdom, even if he had like a son or something, which he has 2 daughters. Don't know why he chose Mordred. He's a kinslayer. Did he kill his own son? I'm curious. Was executed by King Mark. Yeah, he killed his own son. That's interesting. Huh. Well, we'll go to war with them next episode. We're working on the claim here. Is there anything we can do with any of these like foreign kings? Can offer vassalization. They're not going to accept, especially because they're different religions. I can declare war based on... Oh, because I have the High Kingdom, I can pretty much just outright declare war on any of these people. I'm curious if that means here as well. I get the feeling it probably did. Yeah, so I don't even need to do that. I don't even need to get that claim there. I'll have to move them to, what was it, out here? So basically anything in red I'll need to access a claim for, but anything in green I can declare war on immediately. So that's good to know. We'll still go for these guys first, but these guys will be second, and then we'll probably go with Gwent next. If we can get any of them to join peacefully, we will certainly try, or if we can do it through inheritance, we'll try for that as well. But obviously if we have to conquer them, we have to conquer them. And I think that's pretty much it. This has just been sort of like setting the groundworks for our playthrough. Again, let me know what you guys think about our plans for, conquering these guys and then those guys and so on and so forth, and then what religion we should switch to. I'm really leaning toward Christianity now that I know most of our kingdom is Christian. Not all of it, but most of it. There's also pockets of Christianity all throughout Britain here. So, again, leaning toward that, but I do want to hear what you guys have to say. And we'll have to try to figure out some way of changing this guy's heir. Again, anybody but Mordred at this point would work, because we just don't want any more power to fall into his hands, because he already has too much. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Crusader Kings 2 with you. I'm looking forward to this new series. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I will see you guys next time.